Download the BCSN Plus app today. The Catholic School Spotlight is presented by Metzger's. Metzger's means more. Commercial printing, fulfillment, and mailing all in-house.
Practices for high school basketball are underway. Look who we have in studio, Central Catholic girls basketball head coach Clifton Hodges. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time.
Yep, no problem. No problem at all.
First week of practices, it's your second year at Central Catholic. How's everything faring so far early on?
It's been going really well. We've been competing at a high level in practice. The kids been pushing each other each and every day. It's been a really tough summer coming in. It was pretty competitive. The girls were getting after it. Now we're at a point where people are competing for starting spots. So it's really been good. The competitive nature in the program and our practices has really been good.
And I'm curious, a school like Central Catholic, you're going to have talent up and down the lineup 1 through 12, but how do you balance trying to get the most talented players out there versus trying to get the players that mesh together the most?
Well, we compete for spots every practice. Yeah. We get after it. The ones that are putting the work in, staying after, and just competing. And anyone can start any night for us right now. We're pretty heavy, deep going in. We got some pretty good kids that are transferred in, so we should be pretty competitive this year and look to make a better time that we did this year than last year.
You've been coaching for a while, long before you got to Central Catholic, but what did year one with the Fighting Irish teach you that you could bring to year two?
Patience. I have had to learn to be patient. It was a process for a lot of those players to get used to me. I push it on the defensive end, and to get those guys to understand that defense can win you some championships. We all can score, but defense to me is having pride. It's no really skill to it. It's just effort and energy, and getting them to buy into that has been really good. And I think they kind of get that now, and it's really shifted us kind of starting last season when they start buying in, and we made a little run, and to here we are today. And I think that the girls finally understand it.
When you're at year one at a school, obviously you're trying to build a new culture plus implement a new system. It was kind of building blocks the way you described it there, but now that we're in year two, how can you build upon that to finally shape this team in the vision you wanted in?
Well, we just got to stay consistent. We got to keep, doing the things that we're doing in practice and then trusting each other. And then you got to make sure your younger groups are doing the same thing. The coaches are coaching the same things you're coaching at your varsity level, and just build a foundation where it continues to build and grow. And once we get that system, which I think I did an okay job kind of getting it going from the bottom and getting where we are, I think this season will be more we can kind of see where we're at as far as the program and the direction we're headed.
As you said, you put a big emphasis on defense. You harp on that with the team. But how would you define the brand of Central Catholic basketball we're going to see this season?
Tough, hard work, getting after it, get on the floor after loose balls, playing fast, up-tempo, getting in your face, the full court, making you make mistakes. That's the thing we want to establish at Central Catholic while I'm here. I think that we're on the path to doing that. We're starting to get it and understand it, and the girls are seeing we could turn some offense into defense to offense. We can do a lot of good things, if we buy into the defensive end. But it'll all come together, I'm hoping. But it may just depends on how things go, and we get better at every practice, and it starts in practice with competing and going after each other.
Clifton Hodges, Central Catholic girls basketball head coach. Coach, always a pleasure. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll be covering you guys very heavily. Appreciate you coming in.
Yes, no problem.